dressed in red, but nothing about him felt like Christmas. Motion detected at your front door. He opened the app. A figure stood there. Santa suit, red coat, black boots, but the beard was wet, dark, dripping. The figure didn't knock, didn't wave, didn't move. It stared straight into the lens, and the system wrote, "No face detected." The head tilted slightly, as if listening, as if the camera had whispered to him. For a moment, he thought it smiled, but the teeth were too many, too sharp, too dark. Then the camera froze. When the feed resumed, it was gone, and on the snow, tiny, bloody footprints, bare, child-sized. He checked the timestamp. 1 minute. It had vanished in 1 minute. His daughter Lily slept upstairs. She was 6. She believed in Santa. He didn't want her to see that footage. Something jingled outside, not playful, slow, off-tempo. The visitor in red was still there, somewhere. He replayed the footage in slow motion. For a fraction of a second before the freeze, the beard wasn't dangling normally. It was moving, swaying, like something inside it was breathing. And underneath the beard, the skin looked cracked, as if sewn in place. In the corner of the frame, almost invisible in the snow, a small handprint, pressed against the ground, fingers spread as if a child had stumbled trying to run. There were 2 sets of footprints, the child's and something else, long tracks, deep, dragged lines, like something huge had knelt in the snow. At 2:14 a.m., motion detected. He opened the feed instantly. The porch was empty, but he heard it, a faint whisper, "Help me." He replayed it. Nothing. Just static. But he knew he heard it. It wasn't coming from the camera. It was coming from the hallway behind him. He walked toward Lily's room, every step heavier than the last. And then he saw it. Heartbeat thump. Under her door, a shadow, long, slender, too thin to be human. He gripped the doorknob, cold as ice. He pushed the door open. Lily slept, small hands curled beneath her cheek. No monster, no visitor. Until he turned toward the window. On the glass, a smear, a handprint, small, bloody, fresh. He checked Lily's feet. Clean, warm, she was fine. But the handprint remained, outside, pressed from the other side. And beside it, the outline of a face, flattened against the window, staring in. Eyes black, teeth too long. The visitor in red. "Help me!" Panicked whisper. He looked behind him. Nothing. No, not again. Not now. He opened the feed. It stood on the porch, closer. Beard darker, dripping thick strings of something that wasn't snow. And in its gloved hand, it held a tiny shoe, blue with a faded cartoon star. Lily's shoe, but she was inside, sleeping behind him. He ran back to her bed, both shoes still there, both feet warm, safe. So whose shoe was it holding? He turned. The visitor pressed its face against the glass. Eyes hollow, black pits, the Santa mask stretched tight over bone. It tapped again and again, like it wanted him to let it in. Please stop.
A crack formed in the window. Let me bring a gift. It stepped back, finally leaving. Lily, Daddy, the man in red, he was in my room. What did he do? He asked me if I remembered him. Did you see his face? He has no face. The visitor in red was inside, somehow, without opening the door. Lights flickered. The house trembled. Daddy, make him go away. He grabbed her and ran toward the stairs. Something landed, heavy, wet, dragging itself after them. He didn't look back, couldn't. The house wasn't normal anymore. Every step stretched, halls too long, shadows too wide. The visitor followed, footsteps slow, deliberate, dragging. They reached the attic. He slammed the door, locked it. It stopped right outside. Let me see the child. Stay away from her. I already have. The door splintered, cracked, broke.